So being a Sukuna fan has been very tough, honestly speaking, because for the past 2 weeks we have been clowned on the internet. Everywhere we go to in YouTube, we're always seeing Gojo wins. We're always seeing the Ford Kuna agenda being pushed to the forefront, and that thing was painful, honestly speaking, because there was no way I could go to most of my YouTube channel where I consumed a lot of JJK content, always posting the Gojo win, always kept on Gojo glazing, and that thing was just unbearable. But I knew that this week was going to change, and I somewhat predicted this week video. If you check my last video that I did where I said 4 ways Sukuna could defeat Gojo, I was somewhat right, though I'm not going to say that I was completely right, but I was somewhat right. So without any further ado, let's just get right into this video. I want to explain, and I want to just do a quick review on the latest JJA chapter. If you like my video, go down in the comment section below, like the video, do the normal thing. And without any further ado, let's just get right into this video. So this week's chapter starts up with a Gojo's flashback, and from what we can see, this is not actually a flashback. Now, this is just a sign tendon, but we know, as if you're an anime consumer or a manga consumer, you know that anytime a chapter starts off with a flashback, that is the biggest red flag you can ever expect. Then, because something about to go down, it's either they want to do a lore dump on you or something extreme has happened. So it starts with Geto saying to Gojo, "Yo," and Gojo looks stupefied. So this was when I was confused, because I knew that this isn't a flashback, this has to be something else. And Gojo says this is awful because Gojo has always had this saying that anytime you die as a JJK sorcerer, you die alone. So the fact that he's meeting his friends in the supposed afterlife is like, have I been wrong about everything? And there's one thing I want you guys to understand. This is not the first time something like this has happened. A good example is Jogo. When Sukuna fought Jogo, you also notice that Jogo was sent to this type of environment. It might not be the same place as Gojo, but it was sent to a place where he could meet his quote-unquote loved ones, those people that he loved and those people that he respected. And so this is my theory. Is this that this is what Sukuna is doing? Is this a power that Sukuna has? Because even then, Sukuna said that he didn't know what was going on. Just that, don't you find it weird that the two people that Sukuna respected in this series, the two people that he defeated and he respected in this series, they both died the same way? Meaning that they each had a flashback, or they each had a premonition about their loved ones and the rest. So, like, this is just what I'm thinking. I don't know where Gege is trying to go with this. I'm pretty sure he's cooking, and I'm pretty sure that this ability has something to do with Yuji. I'm not really sure how this is going to play, but I just saw this and I was like, wow, this is not the first time something like this is happening. So if you have any theory concerning that, you can always leave it down in the comment section below. Definitely, I'm going to be scouting down there to see what all of you have to say. So as we continue, Gojo is talking with Geto and they are reminiscing about so many things. Now, I don't want to go to the context because I'm pretty sure that you, like me, have read the manga, so you know what they are talking about. I don't really want to start quoting their word to word. Like, if you want me to do that, you can always write that in the comment section. Then probably starting from next week, I'll be able to do that with my reviews. And there's something that Gojo says that really shocked me. He said that he gave it his all and he noticed that Sukuna wasn't giving it his all. And I'm like, this is so crazy, because then again, it will make sense that that's the reason why Sukuna was only just using 10 shadows. He wanted to defeat Gojo with the 10 shadows, and he later did. And this is Gege telling us that Sukuna wasn't going all out. But well, we all knew that Sukuna wasn't going all out because we have not even seen his course technique till today. But this too was a tough battle. So, like, I don't know the reason why Gojo phrased it like that, because he really did keep Sukuna in tight positions. There were times when I really thought, as a Sukuna fan, this was the end of the battle. So for Gojo to even say that, even me, I'm confused, truth be told. And we could also see Nanami and Aibara, they both join in the conversation and they are really talking about so many things. Now, there is something about the ending of their conversation that got me, because Gojo bids his friends farewell. Now, I would have assumed that he was going to go with his friends because he's dead. So does that mean that there is something that Gojo is still going to do? Does that mean that there is a role Gojo still has to play? I'm not really sure about that, but well, time will tell. And so we move to the iconic page, the page that all Gojo fans dread, The page that even I, truth be told, as a Sukuna fan, I don't know. That thing broke me. I won't lie. That shit was mad. I wanted Gojo to be defeated, but I didn't want him to go out that way. He was caught in half by Sukuna. And Sukuna now explained the way he was able to achieve that. Because one thing we know is that normally Sukuna couldn't use his slash and dismantle to cut Gojo. So the question is, how is he now able to cut Gojo? So according to what I have seen and according to what I have read, this is what I feel happened. Now, what Sukuna explained is that the way Maoraga's adaptation works is that whenever it adapts to a technique, it doesn't mean that once it has adapted to it, it's going to stop the adaptation process. It will continuously adapt to that technique. So that means like a good example is once it adapts to Gojo's infinity, it will continuously adapt to it, and it will always find new ways to counter Gojo's infinity. It's not just going to find a solution, it will find multiple solutions. Now, what Sukuna said was that the first time Maoraga was able to bypass Gojo's infinity, he didn't know how Maoraga was able to do that, because the way Maoraga was able to do was he manipulated his course technique. And that was something that Sukuna said he did not know how to do. The second time Maoraga was able to penetrate Gojo's infinity, Sukuna knew how to replicate that kind of attack. And that was the way Sukuna was able to learn. And that's the reason why Sukuna said something in this chapter that you really have to pay attention to. He said that Maoraga was a role model. That means that at the end of the day, Maoraga wasn't really Sukuna's trump card. What Sukuna really needed from Maoraga was to learn how to bypass infinity. And that is something that makes Sukuna a very iconic character, because you have to understand that Sukuna is a character that loves to learn. Like, you will know that the way this guy operates is that he is always learning. He doesn't let his pride stops him from learning. He doesn't let his pride stops him from developing as a person. And that's the reason why I feel that those people thinking that Kenjaku is going to get the better of Sukuna, I don't think that's possible, because till today, I will always say this thing. I still believe that Sukuna is too smart to be betrayed by Kenjaku. So quote my word. And if that were to happen, trust me, I'll take my L. But I feel that that's not going to happen. Sukuna is just too smart to be outsmarted by Kenjaku. And so with that was how Sukuna was able to actually KO Gojo. Now, honestly speaking, I won't lie, I feel somewhat sad, because it's not as if I hated Gojo as a character. I loved Gojo, I love Sukuna. I just love Sukuna better than I loved Gojo. But I don't know, I'm just living here with a bittersweet sensation, because Gojo is a very good character, Sukuna is a very good character. So it's so sad to see the way Gojo just went out. And one of the saddest panel was seeing the reaction of his students, seeing Yuji, seeing Yuta and the rest react to Gojo's death. That was just mad. And so the chapter ends with Kashimo rushing out to fight Sukuna. And I'm like, guys, let me be honest with you, I feel this is going to be a very quick battle. I don't think Gege is going to prolong this battle that long, because I feel that this is just going to be the closing. This is going to be the ending of the whole Collins game arc. This is going to be the ending of the whole Collins game arc. So I don't feel Gege is going to try to prolong it that much. So I feel that their battle will probably just take like 3 or 4 chapters to finalize. Then that will be the end of this arc before they move to a new arc. Now, do I feel Kenjaku is going to betray Sukuna? I don't think that Kenjaku is going to betray Sukuna. I honestly don't know where the story is going at this point, but I'm loving it either way. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. I really needed to drop this video. Like, as a Sukuna fan, I'm proud, but just I'm not going to do like all them Gojo fans and go and start trash talking everybody. And that's one thing I've noticed about we Sukuna fans. We are not really like that. We are calm, we are mature in the way we handle things. So yeah, that'll be all for today's video, guys. I really hope you did enjoy all I had to say. Thank you so much for the last video. We reached 70 likes. We reached more than 70 likes. That's more than I asked for. I really appreciate that. For this video, let's try to do 50 likes. If we can reach 50 likes, I really appreciate that. So thank you very much for everything. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love you have shown me. Really do appreciate everything. And yeah, I'll definitely see you guys later.